course, you're not really there to find love, you're there to hook up. Well, surprisingly, we did find love, and we also hooked up on the first date.
So
Nah, you will, man. God willing, you will, man. Positive energy. God willing, you will.
Listen,
man.
I got my son. I ain't got nothing. I mean,
She is very, very good in the house.
Because of him, we have a family. Understanding, compromising.
And for me, that emotion was anger. I was addicted to my anger.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get right into this.
me personally, I don't think I'm gonna find, that ideal relationship. And so that's why.
Nah, you will, man. God willing, you will, man. Positive energy. God willing, you will.
Listen,
man.
I got my son. I ain't got nothing. I mean, nothing. I got my baby. like for me, and I'm not one of those mothers be like, oh, they take their kids and replace true love. No, it's just that for me, like my true happiness lies within my music and my kid. So it's just like anything else comes is just a plus to me.
Yeah.
It's nothing that I'm chasing. I'm so focused. I have so many goals that I wanna achieve, and my kid, I love to see him grow. So it's just like.
You're fulfilled.
Yeah, I am fulfilled. So it's just like, it's the easiest to get these days. So I love to sleep alone. But I don't mind if I have somebody with me. I'm just saying that I think that I was really built for this lifestyle where it doesn't bother me like that.
Almost like one of those guys want to throw their hat in the ring. But no, this is why guys don't deal with single mothers. Think about it. You heard what she said. She's starting to get her life together. All she's focused on is her kid and her music. A lot of times, if a woman wants you, not all the time, but a lot of times, they want to be saved. She doesn't want to be saved right now. So, of course, she's going to push you to the wayside. But as soon as they want to be saved, they'll deal with you just for the time being. And why is it like that, right? It's just like that. That's the way of a lot of these women. You can't change it. You can't make them different. You taking care of them and doing everything they need and being at their beck and call, you're seen as a sucker.
Okay, so how we met. This is a little embarrassing, but we're going to tell you. So we met on Tinder about 5 years ago now.
And it was my first day on Tinder.
And it was my last because, honestly, I had had enough of the trash guys. And I was like, you know what? This is not working out. I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Tori, it's Tinder. So, of course, you're not really there to find love. You're there to hook up. Well, surprisingly, we did find love, and we also hooked up on the first date. We messaged each other, and we hit it off really well. So I was like, you know what? Let's go on a date. So we went on a date, went to the movies.
It was New Year's Eve, guys.
Yes, it was New Year's Eve. We went to the movies, and then we went to a coffee shop after that. We talked for a while, and I was like, hey, I kind of like this guy, and so we proceeded to the car to get to know each other a little better. And
super things.
Let's just say,
Got a little crazy, guys.
we got to know each other all night long.
In the car.
In the car, I know. I'm so ashamed. So anyway,
I'm good with it.
So I ended up moving in with him after the first week. I know, crazy, right?
It was that good, guys.
Really?
I'm just saying.
So instead of just traveling back and forth, because we're literally spending so much time together, I was like, we should probably move in, and he agreed.
Of course, after the first week, because it just makes sense, right?
It just makes sense, right? So about 8 months later, Travis proposed to me, and of course, I said yes. A year later, we had our first baby girl, and also built our first home, which is really cool. And since then, we've had another child. So we got 2 baby girls.
And they say Tinder doesn't work.
Or they say online dating doesn't work. So anyway, we did all this in a span of a couple years. And, so when people say it takes you a long time to know what you want, well, we say that's not true.
She got really lucky. I got to say that, right? Most guys smash on a first day are not going to take it. And that's what she went through. Guys didn't take her serious. Why? Guys, well, let me tell you this. Women actually created the date market to where guys smash and dash All they know, this is how it's set, right? If a guy doesn't push the smash, he's thrown in the friend zone. So a guy has to push the smash. And then all women is smashing left and right. So a guy has to smash first, second, third date. Yeah, he got to be on it, right? Or he's pushed to the wayside. So is this date market fixed for everyone to be in a long lasting relationship? No. It's fixed for people to do exactly what she was going through. She got lucky that the guy didn't mind spending more time with her, right? I'll be honest, I probably just kept it how it was and left, and I'd have been one of those other guys.
3 things you love about each other.
He's very caring, and he is clean shaven.
Guys, this looks just like one of those videos when they showed a woman like in the 60s and they say, what do you look for in a guy? He's clean shaven and he has good character. And that's how it sounds.
And
I
he's
care about my family a lot.
yes, that's true. Because of him, we have a family, and that's very important.
Come on, that's the way I like it. And what are 3 things you love about your lovely wife?
That she does take care of her grandchildren and children just as no one else could. She is very, very good in the house and taking care of the home, planning things.
Sense of humor.
And she's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long have you folks been together?
Married 54 years.
Yes.
Wow, so after 54 years, what would you say is the key to maintaining a loving, happy relationship?
Just I can't think of that word that I'm looking for.
Compromise.
It's, not flexible. It's,
Compromise.
What am I looking for?
Compromise?
Yes. Understanding,
Relationships are about give and take.
compromising, looking at things from the other person's point of view.
Lovely. What were your names?
Diane.
And Jerry.
Diane and Jerry, thank you so much for your time, and I wish you many more years of love and happiness.
Thank you.
Good luck.
And that's what guys are looking for, right? And this is exactly why guys are leaving, right? It's not that 100% of women in the West are bad, because they're not. But look at how bad it's getting, even with the 4B movement now. Do you think that's going to make more guys leave? I think so. So what's happening right now, right? A lot of times you leave and go overseas, women want the simple things. You'll have some out there, some women that are bad that say, oh, I want to use them because I want to get a green card. But for the most part, I know where I am. You meet some Filipinas, they'll say, I want to stay here because my lifestyle can be much better here. Like the ones that are smart, they understand if you make a certain amount, oh, you're going to live like a queen or a king in the Philippines or even anywhere else outside of the country. But this is what guys are looking for. Real love. A woman that'll compromise. A woman that will do everything for you and you do everything for her.
My toxic relationship is when my ex cheated on me and called the cops on me. He came back and asked for a second chance. And during that second chance,
Cheated on you and called the cops on you?
he got the worst version of me. I was showing up in that relationship the second time around with so much anger, resentment, hate, panic attacks, hypervigilance, and all sorts of emotions that I couldn't even recognize myself. And it wasn't until I went to therapy that my therapist told me that the reason I was the worst version of myself was because my nervous system was dysregulated in that relationship and I was operating in survival mode. And when you're operating in
She's talking like she's in survival mode.
survival mode, you are addicted to the emotion that makes you feel the safest. And for me, that emotion was anger. I was addicted to my anger and I would respond in angry emotions and, gestures because I just felt the safest when I responded in anger. So you have to understand, ladies, if your man betrayed you, cheated on you, lied to you, and you are operating in survival mode and your nervous system is dysregulated, you are going to be addicted to the emotion that makes you feel the safest, whether that's anxiety, depression, panic attacks, hypervigilance, and so forth.
She loves it. That woman loves being crazy, right? You guys can't tell. She gets with a guy. What is he going to be? You guys already know. You already know. Boring. yeah, babe, I got a nice job. I do this. I don't cheat on my wife. Boring. Oh, well, you know, babe, I want to make sure I take care of you and take you on trips. Boring.
You felt no satisfaction.
Babe, boring. Say another word. Boring. That's her in a nutshell.
I didn't feel comfortable going all the way out of my way to try and make sure that she was taken care of. And I did want her to show more interest than I would have needed if I didn't get cheated on.
You were guarded.
Yeah, I was way more guarded than I've ever been. And it got to the point where it's like she had to have a conversation with me. She was like, "Yo, I'm not your ex." You know what I'm saying? I remember that conversation vividly. And it got me and it brought it to my conscious mind where I was realizing like, yo, a lot of the things that I've been doing have been to get you to earn, my trust. And I'm treating you as if you're the one that cheated on me when you didn't. Understand, like, I'm with a whole completely different person. I also haven't fully processed the trauma and the cheating.
Thing is, women leave because they think it's so much better on the other side.
Right. And I need to then do that work. And I also have to understand that this person that I'm with is new and we're doing something completely different.
Presence, directed, connected, focused energy at them. Nothing else. Mm-hmm. Need to be respected and know that their wife is going to be loyal. Mm-hmm. Now, women cheat emotionally.
So if I can't make peace with that and come to terms with that, then I'm going to end up losing this relationship that could end up being very, very healthy for me and beneficial. And this is actually.
You know, was wild, right? I don't want to tell the man to panic, but you do need to be very careful in the West, right? Because women have so many different ways of making that cheating game work, right? They use their friends, family, everyone's participating. And I'll give an example. I know couples in the States. I wasn't that kind of guy, right? I had to let my woman go out sometimes.
Because they're not emotional. They're like, as long as she doesn't someone, we're great. Green Room says, a shoulder to cry on is a dick to ride on.
Yeah, I made that dumb mistake. I would let my woman go to the club. When a woman goes to the club, that's opportunity. I was dumb. After I would say, give it like 2 years before I left, that wasn't happening, but other things happened. But still, there's always a way. And I say this as a man. Don't be like him, right? If she's going to cheat, sometimes it's going to happen. You find out, she exposed herself. If you're a guy that feels like you want to safeguard everything, then do that. Do whatever makes you feel comfortable. But don't be over paranoid and don't have a mindset like this dude, because you'll be sadly mistaken. You feel it more when it does happen. Trust me. But then you go out to Ecuador, or you go get your passport and go anywhere else. And this woman here, a woman like this, right? Big body, everything, is doing this for you.
You want something feminine and delicate.
Look at that. What's that, yuca? Looks like a bunch of greens around. And what does it say? Bellissima.
Ahora vamos a poner el pescadito por aquí. Pescadito es pescado albacora, mis amores. Albacora.
Mis amores.
Personas. Miren, vean. Tenemos el camaroncito. ¿Quién dice yo? Aquí. Así. Vamos a poner aquí la.
So what he did was he got a woman that already does this on a daily basis, right? I'm not saying American women don't do this. That's not what I'm saying. But he got a woman that wants to do this for him. That's not saying, oh, 4-beat movement. Oh, you gotta, if he's not a husband, don't give him husband duties. All that talk that's going on right now in the West.
este caldito es donde se puso a cocinar todos los tomatitos, cebolla y donde se puso a cocinar el pescado. Miren, mis amores, verdad, pero créanme que esto está delicioso, así que servir está.
What are you waiting for? So as you see, the brother has the woman thicker than a snicker, cooking meals for him, doing everything under the sun. Why? Because she wants to. That's her love language. And guys are going for that. And guys want nothing but that. Because guys get smart and realize, man, I'm not getting that back home. Women don't want to do it back home. So what am I going to do? Right? Women are talking about 4B movement right now. Women are talking about so many things, right? Not every woman, of course not. But still, then you have women that are busy. A lot of women have kids. And then women that are busy, they don't have time because they're working all day. And a guy may be retired. He may be retired saying, I got all the money. But then you know what? That retirement won't go anywhere in the West, right? Some guys are retiring. They can retire today or tomorrow with $2,000. And they're saying, I can retire right now, but I can't because I got to get a second job so I can support myself in the West. I say, especially to those guys, get your passport. If you're a guy that has like $2,500 to $2,000 for retirement, get your passport. Go live somewhere. Go to Ecuador, like as you see where she's from, or go to the Philippines, go to Thailand, go to Africa, go anywhere. Go to China, go to anywhere. Just spin the globe if you want to and pick a place. That's all you got to do, right? And then when you go over there, of course you need some know-how. But guys are figuring it out because they know and realize. This is the way. Passport, bro. Passport. No. It's definitely more to life than dealing with that nonsense back home.